Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. If I did this right, this video will be coming out on Thanksgiving Day, November 24th, 2016. And I've been doing a lot of thinking, mostly around what Thanksgiving even really means anymore these days. And, outside of the pageantry and a day off work, it doesn't mean much to me. Other than it being a time to reflect and be thankful for what you have, even in the face of sometimes and not feeling that great, not feeling like things are going your way. And as I'm about to go out and spread a giant vet bill across 3 credit cards, I still find myself super thankful that I get to be bringing Chance home for Thanksgiving. So thanks to all of you who sent positive vibes. I'm sure they mattered. And that's kind of the point of this video. February 3rd, 2012 is the day that I uploaded my very first video on this channel. 4.5 years ago, going on almost 5 years now, 3 months away from 5 years in the MTG YouTube community. I've had my ups, I've had my downs, but the one thing that has always been constant is all of you. And it's important to let you know that you are all the reason that I do this. You're what I'm thankful for on Thanksgiving. And it also occurred to me that people don't often take stock enough in their lives. We tend to feel like the victim all the time, myself included. As you guys know, I'm going through a bit of a rough time right now, and it's easy to kind of get wrapped up in that. But what I've decided to do is kind of accept that I can't change much of that, and that I'm going to focus on helping others this holiday season. And so I've been gathering up all my rares that I have, stacking them, both Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering cards, putting them all together. And you can see there's some sealed product behind me that I'm going to try to open to get videos out of, and then farm the rares out of it as well. Going into GP Milwaukee, my full intent is to sell every one of these cards at the highest price possible, and then take that amount of money and donate it to 2 causes that I think are worth it. And I'm not the type of person that's going to want to incite you all to donate money and to, raise some lump sum of gold that I can then trumpet pinning it to my Facebook post forever and ever about how much money was raised. I'm more of a subtle guy, and I do donate monthly to places like the ASPCA. I donate all of the plush that I win from my Clawstruck channel to Toys for Tots or local hospitals, or places like Goodwill or St. Vincent de Paul, which is a Midwest thing. I think St. Vincent is anyway. But this time around, I'm going to take all the rares I can find. Here's even some more. And I'm going to sell them all. What I can't sell for at least $2 or whatever, that would be enough to cover the stamp and the envelope, I'm going to take to GP Milwaukee. And I'm going to take that money and I'm going to spread it across 2 charities that I think well, that matter to me. And one is the Wisconsin Humane Society. Um, I'm I've had 6 cats, 4 currently, and 2 have moved on, and they've brought a lot of joy to me. And this time of year, there's a lot of charities out there like Toys for Tots and things like that that get a lot of attention. But the Humane Society is always one that is kind of like struggling. Even my local Humane Society is always in need of donations. Things like litter, simple things like litter and cat toys, volunteers, things like that. And so 1/2 of every penny I raise is going to the Humane Society. The other half of everything I'm going to raise is going to a company called Homes for Troops. It's a charity for soldiers who return to the United States physically incapacitated with, a lot of them have terrible injuries from war. They're wheelchair bound, and they raise money to build homes for them that are handicap accessible, low cabinets, low counters, things like this. And with Veterans Day kind of just passing by, and all the marketers out there taking advantage of them to shill their goods, I thought I would pick a military charity that maybe doesn't get all the attention. So I know Wounded Warriors is a very popular one to give to, but I thought this one does something very unique, and they have a lot of interesting stories. And obviously the 500 or $1,000 I'll be able to raise isn't probably going to do much, but maybe it'll buy a cat tree for one of these houses, or a low to the ground tub, so these men and women of the armed forces can get clean more easily when they come back from serving their country. And I think whether or not you support the cause, I think it's much easier to support the men and women who are out there laying it down. And I thought maybe you all might want to do one of 2 things. This time of year, we play with, many of us who play Constructed or whatever, we're playing with cards that cost $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, or even more. We're buying $4 booster packs. And maybe for the upcoming holiday, we've got Giving Tuesday coming up after the big sales bonanza. I thought maybe you might want to consider taking a moment to help someone else out, whether it's donating your time at your local food pantry. Maybe you sell off some of your cards and donate the money for Toys for Tots. Maybe you donate some cards to Magic players in your community who maybe can't afford to get the cards they need to have semi-competitive decks at FNM. I just want people to be thinking of others over the next couple weeks. And I think that goes a long way. And if you want to join my cause and you have extra cards lying around, you can always send them to the P.O. Box, which will be listed in the description below. And any cards that get here up until the end of December will be put into the pot to get both donated to the Humane Society as well as the Homes for Troops Foundation. I think you should find a charity that you personally like, but I would encourage you to look for ones that need the help, maybe the smaller ones that also still rate well with some of the watchdog agencies out there, to make sure your money is getting spent correctly and it's something that you back. But it's not just about money or cards. You may not have either of these things to donate, but you can always donate time. We all have a little extra time to donate for maybe you're a pet lover like me. You could call your local humane society and see if you could come in and help wash kennels for a day. Maybe you want to donate your time at your local food pantry. I know where I live, folks come to get their food on Saturdays, but they need a lot of people to sort and collect donations. Maybe you can donate your time to spread awareness for your local food pantry or Wounded Warriors or whatever particular charity you see fit. Or again, like I said, if you see somebody in need, maybe there's an elderly person in your neighborhood and their yard's piled up with leaves. You could go over there and rake it for them, and you don't have to say anything to them. You just go there. The act is its own reward. And I hope that us Magic players will collectively be thinking about everyone else here both on Thanksgiving, and really the dream is obviously all the time, but this is a great time of year. There's a lot of people in need out there, and it's easy to kind of lose perspective when we're playing with cardboard and spending hundreds of dollars on decks and complaining that Sandra's too expensive. And it's just, I hope that you'll consider just take a day, maybe Giving Tuesday, and think about how you can help someone out. If it's easier for you to click a mouse and donate, find a local charity and do it. And you don't have to trumpet it out to everyone and ask, for everyone to worship you because you did it. That's not the point of giving. I don't think you'll see a big social media blitz from me about donating this money. I will give you guys the final number, so obviously I went through with it. But I hope that you're looking around you this holiday season and thinking about how you can help some other people out. And like I said, it's not just time, it's not just money, it's not just stuff. It can be any of those things. And we all have at least one of those. So I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you happen to be celebrating. If not, I hope you're having a wonderful fall season here. And I look forward to, of course, always hanging out with you and ringing in the 5-year anniversary this February. We'll try to do something pretty interesting. So thanks for watching this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.